And around 8 months after they were shut due to COVID-19 outbreak, the Maharashtra government has ordered the reopening of all religious places across the state from Monday. The Uddhav Thackeray government notified the do's and don'ts for devotees to follow. Only asymptomatic persons will be allowed to pray in these worship places. The use of masks, social distancing, of course, is mandatory inside these places of worship. Remember that the decision comes weeks after there was also a face-off between the Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari and Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray over the reopening of temples. The governor had taken a jibe at Uddhav for not reopening temples in the state and also questioned his Hindutva.
जब कोरोना के रुग्णों की संख्या कम हुई है तब हमने जाके मंदिर शुरू करने का निर्णय किया है। मैं इस निर्णय का स्वागत करता हूँ।
लेकिन नियमों का पालन करना, जैसे मास्क पहने,
वो तो नियमों का पालन तो अगर मॉल में जाएंगे तो भी आपको करना है, मंदिर में जाएंगे या किसी प्रार्थना स्थल में, मस्जिद में जाएंगे, चर्च में जाएंगे तो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, मास्क का इस्तेमाल ये तो आवश्यक है, उसमें कोई दो राय नहीं।
हम गत 3 महीनों से सड़कों पर उतर करके सरकार से गुहार लगा रहे थे, हाथ में घंटा बजा बजा करके सरकार को कह रहे थे कि लोगों की श्रद्धा को, आस्था को, भाव को समझो, नियमों के तहत मंदिर खोलो। पर ये अहंकारी, अंधी और बहरी सरकार उसे सुन नहीं पाई। जब पूरे देश भर में इस महाराष्ट्र की सरकार की छीतू होने लग गई तो उस दबाव के कारण ये सरकार डर गई। सरकार को अंतिमतः मंदिर खोलने का फैसला करना पड़ा।
Pankaj Upadhyay is joining us live this morning from Mumbai. He is joining us from outside the famous Haji Ali Shrine. Pankaj, good morning. The Maharashtra government finally allowing places of worship to open in the state. Give us a sense of the kind of preparations that are on for these places to open tomorrow.
Good morning, Akshita. So finally, after 7 months, the state government has allowed the various places of worship to reopen from Monday. Now, various protocols have been put in place, and most of the trusts that we had a word yesterday after the announcement was made said that they would be waiting for the order, and in all likelihood they will be getting the orders today, and then the preparations are going to be put in place, like the preparations in the sense that thermal scanners will have to be put in place. The staffers, most importantly, will have to be trained. They'll have to undergo a COVID test. A separate isolation room, which is a must now, will have to be made just in case when the devotees come in. If someone tests positive for COVID, then an isolation room will also have to be made. Additionally, it has been said that elderly citizens more than 65 years of age, or children less than 10 years of age, or people with comorbidities or pregnant women have been asked to stay away. The most important aspect remains that the staffers will have to be trained, and at the same time the entry gate, the exit gate, they'll have to be taken care of. The entire premise will have to be sanitized. Wearing of the face masks has been made absolutely mandatory. Physical distancing will have to be followed. Depending on the size of the structure, how many devotees can be allowed at one point of time, that will have to be kept in mind. So it's not just the management of the crowd, the staffers of the various places of worship will have to be trained, because this situation is pretty different. And now that the state government has given permission, now starts the real task, and the various trusts will be sitting late afternoon after getting the order and reading the various SOPs, and then passing down the various SOPs to their staffers. And the most important aspect will have to be, first of all, getting the staffers tested for COVID-19.
Okay, and we'll have to see how prepared really places of worship are. Come tomorrow is when they will be opening for devotees. Pankaj, thank you for joining us with all the latest updates.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.